Okay, so even though we've got snow in the background, spring is here and we're going to put together our 6-in-1 modular metal raised bed from Vego Garden. Full disclosure, we have already put one together. If we hadn't liked them enough, probably wouldn't have done a second one.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got flat metal panels in this
And
kind
we
of
have
beige color, and then
Round.
some rounded panels.
in beige also.
And the reason why these are modular is that they can be put into various different shapes. We're going to put together the 6.5 by 2 foot shape called V2 on their instructions, and this utilizes all the panels that you get, all 10. And then you get a little package of connectors or fasteners that we'll get to later, because first we need to take the coating off of all the panels. And this is probably the worst part. It takes a long time. Now be careful with these because the edges are sharp. I did manage to cut myself on the first bed. Coating off of all of these sheets for sort of rounded pieces, six flat pieces. You get instructions, thank goodness. And again, we've got these fittings. We've got this that goes around the top edge to protect you from the sharp pieces of metal. That's the last piece that goes on, and then we've got all of these washers and nuts just to put the panel pieces together. So you do put the straight sides together first. Doing this in long grass probably isn't a good idea in case you start losing your washers and your nuts. There are two different kinds. There's a cap nut, and those go on the first 2 holes, so the top holes of every panel. And then you've got standard nuts. You also get this little jobby to tighten everything. And then you've got washers. All right, so we're gonna get started. Through and put the rest of the screws in, because keep in mind we just put enough in together. So this seems to be just kind of like a piece of plastic. It has a little channel in it, and you can slide it over the metal and push it downward. I'll have you follow along and kind of push it down. It does get a little bit tricky over the seams because it's wider. And we'll just have to cut this to the right length. Do we have scissors up? Yes.
Yeah.
So it does have some metal inside the plastic, but a sharp pair of scissors should be able to, and then just be careful because this is where I cut myself with the other one. Mashing it down. All right, and that is assembling a Vego garden bed.